Hi, welcome to Etten TV. So we're here today talking about two products, kind of three. We just got these in from a game, or Geek Tank Games. They are some flat minis. If you've never played with flat minis in your RPG, these are very handy, especially if you don't have a lot of space in your house, because you get a lot of minis in a very small space. So we have the GTG minis, and then we also have some tabletop terrain tokens. Now I'm going to set these aside, and I want to talk a little bit about the minis. Now, if you've played any role-playing game for a while and you've seen products out there for role-playing games, you may have seen ArcKnight's flat plastic minis, and I have a set right here. I pulled some out so we can compare them. These are the ArcKnight Flat Plastic Mini Skeleton Horde. And here you get 31 minis for about 20 bucks, which isn't a bad price. I mean, you can't paint and put them all together or whatever if they're already put together. You know, you can't do that. And then you have to store like all the 3D printed minis or whatever. But if you have them like this, you can put them in a notebook. So they come in really thin sheets like this, and what's really cool is they come front and back. So they have like a front side and a back side. So we're going to open up some of these and see, but before we do that, I want to show you the different types. We have layer lurkers, and then a little picture of the back. So you get all of these minis in here. So this one says you get over 50 minis. The dragon set. And we just got these in last week. So layer lurkers set 2. And you get all of these. Then you have legendary set. And this has some big epic. Now this is 10 plus minis. You do get less in here, but they're big minis. So, then we have the Goo Crew, which I kind of think is fabulous. Then we have the Elemental Enemy set. Now these look like they're going to be fun and funky, which can make something nice and quirky for your game. The Cold-Blooded set, over 50 minis with this one as well. And then we have the Rampage set. Let's see, did I get Elemental twice? No, this is Elemental, not the Elemental Enemies. So here's some Elementals. Just making sure I'm not showing things twice. Hero set. It's hard to see the back of this one. Again, over 50 minis. Fiends and Foes. And another hero set. This is totally different. So looking at the hero set, let me pull this other one out. So this one, it says it has humans, gnomes, dragonborn, elves, and more. And this one doesn't say. Cool. So with these, I'm really excited because if you've got some new players, or you're playing a campaign where you're just running through your characters, you might not want to paint 5 characters because you know you're going to die. You might just want to get some of these. So let me pull out. I bought a few sets myself, so if we can show them off today. And let me pull those out. We don't have to open all of these, but we're going to open up. So I have not looked at these myself. We're going to do the Goo Crew today, as well as a couple of other ones. There we go. Now they come in here. You could keep them in here. I will probably put mine, I have them at home in a container. Why isn't this opening? It acts like it's a zippy thing, but it's not. We're going to pull out the big guns. Knife. It's the knife time. And I'm sure it will actually open for somebody else, but of course for me, fumble fingers is not going to work. So We have the Goo Crew here. And again, I haven't seen these, so I don't know how they are. Let's move the knife over here because we're probably going to need it again. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull out some smaller ones. Oh, these are nice. Now, they're not clear like the flat plastic minis by ArcKnight, but they're shaped and cut out. So this is cool. Now, one thing that I have noticed with these that the ArcKnight was gracious, they actually put stands in them, whereas these don't come with the stands. You do have to buy that separate. Right now we don't have any in stock, but we are ordering it. So if you do come in for these soon, just know we will be getting the bases soon. So I went ahead and pulled an extra stand, and this is too small. Look at that, it's not gonna fit. Well, I thought I'd be all smart and put that on there, but it won't fit. And I don't have a bigger one. So anyway, they will stand up like this when you get the stands, which makes it really nice. So you can have all of these really cute, look at this. So we're gonna look at this. I pulled this just right out of there. And they're really cute, fun characters. This would be really great for kids, for your friends that don't take themselves seriously. Now, if you have somebody who's playing a more serious campaign, go with the ArcKnight. But these silly crews, these are great for that. And again, different for front and back. So you got that, turn it over, it's a different picture. You got this, turn it over, it's a different picture. Let's do this one since we're right here. So you have a front and back to these. Although with these little things that you don't, but they're gelatin. So you got this, flip it over, you front and back, which makes it really nice because they are directional. So you can tell which way they're facing whenever you're on your adventure. So let's open up a couple more just to see what we've got. We're not even gonna try with that whole tear open thing. We're gonna bypass it and jangle, jangle, jangle open. So this is the heroes. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Which way is the open the plastic? Oh, they fooled me. This one doesn't have the little, there we go. We will try not to cut ourselves with a knife because that happens around here sometimes. I'm a klutz. Okay. Now, here we go. Let's pop one of them out. We have what looks very much like a druid right there. And I think that the base is again going to be too big for the flat plastic minis. So you do already have some flat plastic minis, you will not be able to use these. So this is the front. We have the backs. Here's the back of that druid. So let's do this again. We've got this. We've got some barbarians, some fighters. Let's flip it over. There we go. Now, in my opinion, they could be a little lighter, but I do like them. I've got that upside down for y'all. I do like them. I'm very impressed with them. I do like when a company makes these kinds of minis and they do them front and back. Let's see. And we're gonna open up 2 more of these because why not? I'll grab that in a minute. We're gonna open up the legendary. I wanted to see what the big ones look like, and we're gonna also do the dragon set because dragons, who doesn't love some dragons? So this is the legendary set. And again, you can use this for any fantasy game. You don't have to just use them for D&D. It could be Pathfinder, it could be Forgotten Realms, it could be Conan, whatever you wanted to use them for. Trying to think of what else. You get the picture though. So front, nice giant bat. Then purple worm. I love this ridge one. Purple worm. More of the purple worm. Some tentacles. Let me try to get it the front face first for y'all instead of the back. Let's see. There we go. Then this nice dragon turtle. Dragon tortoise. And I did the back first, didn't I? Because that one had an eye on both sides. Okay. And then this one actually does have a dragon in it. So hopefully then when we open this other dragon set, it's not the same dragon. Now this one to me was a little less cartoony, a little more serious than the other two sets, but I purposely picked the Goo Crew because it was silly looking. And I think that is probably the silliest set that they have. And then we have dragons. Go this up. They're well packed. I will have to say that. So here we go on these. We have a bunch of kobolds, front and back. Dragonkin, whatever your game calls them. The dragon folk. All that. And some different dragons. There's less front and back on these, or it looks like there's a lot of sides. There's a couple of front and backs with the actual characters there were, but with the dragons, not so much. So that is what we're looking at with the GTG minis. If you want a set that's for a serious campaign, I think I would still go with the ones by ArcKnight, the flat plastic minis. But if you're like me and you like to clown around, don't take your games too seriously, GTG minis, great. And you get all those minis, they run at $15.99. So 50 minis, $15.99, can't beat that with a stick. Next, we're going to talk about the tabletop tokens. They're also by Geek Tank Games. Let me say that again, Geek Tank Games. It's kind of hard to say. I wanted to show these because if you have a map like this, don't like to draw out a lot of things yourself, it's nice to be able to have some ready-made stuff you can slap right on the table. So first off, we're going to look at the rooftop set. Then we have the Castle Siege set. And these would be great for all kinds of RPGs out there. Castle furnishings. The Graveyard set, just in time for Halloween. Get some spooky ookies going on in your RPGs. Town Market set. How many times in your campaign do you go into a town market? All the time. Or camping set. This is just really great for spatial awareness on your map. And your dungeon set. helps characters figure out what's what, where's where. So we're gonna open up the camping set. Again, this is one that I bought so that I could open this up for you on camera because I wanted to see what they were like. Again, I love the packaging. This is nice and durable. It's not going to come apart before you get it home. So here we go. I think it's funny that they actually print the grid map on it. So if you need some trees, let's pop one out. They come off the plastic really easy. So, and we would just plop that down. How much better does that look on this map? Let's pop a couple of them down. Look, we're in a forest. Right there. And look, there's a little skeleton dude right there in the middle. How fantastic is that? So much better than if I were to draw a forest out there. Or what if there's a couple of rocks? Or the campfire. Now these are two-sided, but obviously you don't need them to be two-sided like you did the minis because you're just gonna pop it out and plop it down. Need a tent. There's several different tent types in this set. We're gonna go with a round tent because we're fabulous and we need that big old round tent. That skeleton's coming up on our campsite. I guess since we have that campsite, let's go ahead and pop out the campfire right there. See how this is setting up now? Don't want to do the tents, you could do some extra bedrolls out here. And look, isn't that fabulous? So 10 out of 10, I would definitely recommend everybody, any DM, come and pick up the tabletop tokens. Also, think about it, Christmas is around the corner. This would be fantastic for any player to give their DMs, or if your significant other is a DM, these are great. They're not that expensive. You get a different amount, obviously, in each one of these sets because it depends on the set. And they're only $15.99. You can't beat that with a stick. And it adds so much color to this map, especially if you use these grid maps like this. This is perfect for that. So I highly recommend you going and getting some tabletop tokens. Add some flavor. Get some of the GTG minis. Again, add some flavor. And if you just wanted to, get you some flat plastic minis by ArcKnight as well. So that's Cherry here at Geek Tank Games, and that's all we have for you today. Well, if you can, do me a favor, go and like and subscribe this video because that helps us out a lot. Thanks so much.